We have our cluster common assessments that we take every 6 weeks, and then also simulations. And I run data reports for those and give those to the teachers, and teachers analyze their data. Well, we decided that every 6 weeks was too long between assessing how our kids are doing. So now we do midpoint assessments every 3 weeks. And those cover the objectives teachers have taught from the beginning of the 6 weeks to mid 6 weeks. And they give me their assessments. I enter those into Eduphoria. I run reports for those, and then teachers analyze that data to assess how their kids have done so far that 6 weeks, so they can go back and reteach before their 6 weeks test.
How are those tests made? I'm talking about the midpoints.
The actual assessments are made by the teachers. They're supposed to submit them in advance for approval by the administrative team. We just want to make sure that the assessments have the rigor that we expect to show their actual mastery of the content.
What resources are they using to make the tests?
They use Star One a lot, I think, because it's easily accessible. But other than that, they use whatever resources they have in their classroom teaching. Some of them have learned that if they make their midpoints too easy and the kids all do really well, it's not really giving them an accurate picture of what the students are able to do. So they've become to realize that it's in their best interest and in the students' best interest to truly make those rigorous enough.
When you mentioned that they send them to y'all to look for rigor, what are you looking for in particular?
Beyond knowledge level base. We try to avoid, for math, just computation problems, and for reading, not just things that are stated in the passage that require students to draw conclusions and infer and think critically about what they're reading.
What grade levels do these midpoint?
We do that 1st through 5th grade for reading and math, and then in 5th grade we do science as well.
So how are 1st and 2nd finding materials to make theirs, since they don't have Star One and things like that?
Right. Our 1st grade reading teacher got creative with hers. We didn't do it the first semester because, 1st graders aren't really quite ready for that kind of an assessment. And typical passages, questions like 2nd through 5th grade use aren't that, they're not great for 1st grade. A lot of her questions, she has gotten creative. It's based over what word families they've been working on, spelling patterns, which word is spelled correctly, things like that. She basically makes up questions and types those up herself. She doesn't use a resource other than her own experience.